Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal. The glass of brandy. I should say glass of brandy. It's not the glass. Get it right. Is ready to go. Not a great movie to start, but we punched it up a little bit. Is this like our training movie? Let me check. Yes, very much so. We got like 3- and 4-star people working on it. So this is the perfect one to give to our 2-star boy. Although, hold on. Yes, add Elmer. Have at it. For an unpause here. I was told to come over here to the film school. You sure can. I was told I should invest in just having Leo Flores just kind of like straight up train for months at a time. Well, let's parse this out. So if you're a 2.6 star, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we could have him in school for 3 years, and then he would come out the other side. I'm gonna give him a present, give him and then have at it, my man. Put him in school. We'll make him a 9-star, but he's gonna learn all the music theory. And we need to give, you know what? Glass of whiskey is not a Western, is it? Although, wasn't that just like a... No, it is! This is the perfect one to put what's his name? Peter Lambert in there. He just said he likes Westerns. I don't know if it actually has to be a Western, but because that is a Western right here, why not? Seems like the perfect opportunity. I think some of our writers are not working. Felix Hill, you're afraid. Yeah, I almost said you're afraid. Wrong. Felix Hill is never afraid. But we should give him a watch because apparently he's not in a great mood. And then we're going to put... Remember I pitched you guys the idea for a story a couple episodes ago, maybe last episode? The worst word. WW. And it's pure comedy. It is set in the city. All right, let's think about a funny movie. What would make a funny movie? Cop? Cops can be funny. Yeah, detective in the movie, or I mean, detective. It could be kind of like a Naked Gun situation. That could be kind of funny. Or Get Smart. Have you ever seen that? That's not really a detective. He's more like an FBI guy, but... And then who would the counterpart to the detective in a 100% pure comedy? My mind immediately went to pirate. I think it's gotta be The Criminal Mastermind. We're going for like a hilarious version of Sherlock Holmes here. His angry boss is always on him. Let's make it a woman. The boss could be an angry woman. We've got, it's because it's the worst word. It's gotta be 100% generous profanity for sure. Then. Nah. It's not that kind of film. If it's pure comedy, like, what's a good theme? I guess I like a hero in uniform. It's not really, like, that's more of like an... It's more of like... Oh, Prison Break's a great one. It's more of like... something that would happen in a serious film because you're a hero. A comedy just kind of makes you look like a buffoon. And then the antagonist, maybe they repent. They feel bad about what they've done. Or you know, it's a comedy. They overcome self-doubt. Maybe that's part of it. Felix Hill, have at it, my man. And then we need to give Cornelius Lopez something just to work on. We've got this drama with a romantic on a tropical island. Honestly, that could be a good movie. Like, there's a detective with Arthurian legend. That could be wild, too. Yeah, we know how the Pollock swords went down. Didn't you already tell me about these? Did I not even get to see it because I wasn't invited? None of my people were nominated for awards. Kill Will is a great movie. That was a Walter West for sure, because it's pure action. Walter's almost reached his 5-star potential, man. Kill Will. All right. Oh man, none of our cinematographers are great. Are there any good cinematographers out there? Homer Warren. Didn't I hire you already? Or did I just think about hiring you? You're a 7-star, you're an 8-star? Just grab the 8-star. Maybe I was just thinking about hiring Homer Warren. Doot doot doot. We're gonna have to get some more whiskey here. Sign them up. Immediately put them to work on Kill Bill. Will. You know what I mean. Here you go, dude. The Ben Stage future. Doot doot doot. Hey! I'm excited for when we finally unlock the destination shooting. Whatever it's called. You know what I mean. Hespro Extra. Sonotone Dominus. That's such a boring name. Like, they came up with Dominus for the new microphone. Why is the Hespro called the Extra? It should be called the Hespro, like, Dominant. I just went off of Dominus. All right. Producer? We don't have any, like, aces in the holes here. Are there any better producers available? Yes, by a lot. In fact, give it to Dick Hansen. He's cheerful. Absolutely. I don't have any whiskey to give you, my man, but I can give you other stuff. We gotta lock him up for a longer term contract than just 1 year. All right, that means, you know what that means? That means Walter Leonard is for sure on the outs, and Vincent Rooks. Wow, Vincent's an 8-star guy. Probably Earl Decker, I guess, is the next guy to get kicked to the curb. But he's got a long way on his contract yet. So Dick Hansen. We don't have a great director either. Most of our good directors are already tied up in other stuff. So you're a 6-star, you're a 5-star. Are there any good directors out here? What the heck? There's so many good directors. He's a misogynist, but he's a sensation. He's melancholic, but a decisive talent. Sensation, perfectionist. Unassuming. Is that good? Oh yeah. He makes friends with people. Dude, he's cheap. Get this guy. I'm cycling out the old guard, man. There's no loyalty in my studio at all. You have hit your potential. You're on the outs immediately. All right, Franklin Jones, have at it. All right, we don't have our great people available, unfortunately. We could hold on for Lorraine Potts to come free after The Blackest is finished filming. I kind of think that's a good idea. And her rival. Honestly, we could just make it Donna Woods. And then the murderer could be Ronnie Ward. And then I think it's gotta be Lorraine. Like, she's by far, or Johanna, but she's stuck in there for 50. I guess it could be Cecilia Wood, too. She's in Bride to Be. Okay, we'll pull Cecilia Wood in 8 days, and we'll assign her to Kill Will. Kill Will can hang around for 8 days. Never mind. Bride to Be will be in shooting when Kill Will hits in 8 days. I guess we could just wait for The Blackest to finish. We don't really need to, like, punch stuff out that quickly. Four Stooges has made $2.1 million. We've undershot for sure. The word of mouth. That's pretty fun. Okay, so we overshot, weirdly, on our first week by renting 13,000 theaters. We should have only rented 11, but then by dropping to 10, we actually were 100%, and then we dropped way too fast. We should have kept renting theaters, so that's my bad. But we should definitely extend for sure, because we're still raking in 100% of people with 5,000 theaters. So if that's the case, just run it back. And then maybe drop it to 25 and see how that go. Like this series of theaters. It's overriding Commercial Motives, but Commercial Motives is not a great movie. All right. And then we extend to there. I've been told I haven't been advertising enough. I don't know, man. Commercial motives. That's the one with like the bad guy priest. The Lord never forgiveth. I think I totally made up that he was a priest just based on the poster alone. A C+ is not great. 2-1. The score is above a two star. Hey, good job, Victor. Overall speed, please. 1%. Yeah, Commercial Motives is a 4-star movie. The fact that our Kino Mark score was 5 and 6 is actually, like, I think really good. All right, Commercial Motives, get out there. And before I forget, get more services in here. I'm out of whiskey. We're trying to source whiskey, apparently. 10, 2 more coming in. Get more, 8 more on the way. And then you start working as well. There we go. We're up to $4 million again is fantastic news. You know what that means. We got to buy more theaters. Cinemas. Theater management. All right, let's buy $720,000 worth of theaters. Zoop, zoop, zoop. There we are. We're up to 166. We've gained 120 screenings per week, which is sick. Buy it. Buy it up. We're at $4,002,850. That's pretty good. Send it out there. The Four Stooges has dumped about $250,000 back into the money grinder. We'll see if we make that back, but I think we should, based on the fact that we were maxing out theaters at roughly the same amount. Bride to Be is dropped by about 1. That's not too bad, though. I don't think we really have a whole lot of 8-star people. Yeah, literally everybody was below the level of the script. Harold French is having a great time. Hey, what's happening? An anonymous source at the Gerstein brothers told the USA Post that the studio's management is currently discussing the details of the so-called code with government regulators and religious activists. We're hearing that the code developed by social activist Joe Green lists the topics, events, and characters that aren't allowed to appear in the American cinema. Boo! Boo this man. Yes! Jane Fisher has upgraded. Let's throw her right back into the grinder, please. Masterclass. Jane Fisher. Where are you, girl? Where's she at? There she is. Gonna be up to a 5.6 star in another 6 months. It's gonna be amazing. Another trick has worked. Commercial Motives has... The Four Stooges has already made back the money that I dumped in to let it run again. So fantastic news. Commercial Motives has already made its money back. Dungeons and Dragons is ready. I only spent 15 grand. Oh no, it dropped. Oh, I'm devastated. Who worked on that? What the heck? Rebecca, how could you do this? I guess it didn't help that Wallace was a 5.5. Dude, this poster goes so hard. What is that? That's amazing. Dude, okay, so the Grand Istanbul Hotel, I have a feeling, is going to be a very good movie. You're a 6.7 and you're a 6. Gosh. So the 6, we should shoot for 6 or 7. Hold on. So you should be around 6,000 theaters, maybe 7 based on the 6-star rating that I came up with. So 7,000 theaters. Then max that up by another 1,000, so 2,200. Then I think you start dropping off by 1,000. So this is 7,000, around 6,000, and then maybe 4,000 here. And see how well that does. We've got plenty of time with Irvine, so let them do their printing. And then this is for children. Despite me thinking it isn't for children in real life. Young woman, wrong. The Spice Mice, for sure. And then the young masses. Yes, for young folk. That they all like wizards and swords and shit. Apply. All right. Does anybody want to do a trick? Joseph? Wrong. Stanley? No. Cecilia is. Cecilia's up for anything. Get her back out there. She'll do a hospice visit for sure. Fantastic news. All right, the blackest is 2 days, and then we'll dump Lorraine back into the movie filming. Done. Okay. Close it out. Move Lorraine to kill Will. It's gone up to 6. Fantastic. Well done, team. I can't believe I put Lorraine on that movie. Maybe it was like the best one I had at the time. We didn't have any bride-to-be lying around. Start post-production. Hand it off to Rebecca. Oop, my bad. Lee Woods. Studio. It'd be kind of nice if you could just be like always default to studio, and then if I want to change it, I can change it later. All right, the blackest is back into post-production. Kill Will. Get Lorraine Potts in here. She's a rising star. She's a promising talent. She's an icon. Legendary. Did anybody else come available? You know? You recently played a murderer. So has Ronnie Ward, though. I think we give this to Theodore Reynolds. He's never played a murderer. It's a high-quality movie. We don't want to drag it down with low-quality actors. So, sorry, guy, for insulting you. Walter West, you're done. You wrapped up. What did Walter West write? Do I have any scripts available? I don't. I feel like Walter did something recently, and I can't remember what it was. Asphalt Skin. Did I pick this poster? Unrequited love and profanity, and the antagonist gets punished? Working on the road, gang. I don't know, man. I have no idea what this movie is. I've blocked it from my memory. It's a B-. It's a 6-star Kino mark. The Bone Grinder loves it. Don't get between the Bone Grinder and an artsy movie, man. They'll end your life. Dude, the Four Stooges is making over $3 million. The Pollux Awards has happened. Don't even tell me about this. I didn't get nominated for anything. You're gonna make a terrible joke? Harlan Star Surf, and I'm happy to see you again. The 2nd annual. Oh, I gotta be honest with you. While I was backstage, I raised a glass to all this year's nominees, and I wasn't one of them. I did the same thing last year, but this year I can talk about it. The nominees for Best Actor. Dude, they're all named Benjamin, except for this loser. The Straw Golem. That's a good name. Congrats, Shamrock Squad. Then Hattie Baker has been nominated for everything she did. How are you in 3 movies in 1 year? Just back to back to back. Crazy sauce. It would have been funny if she'd gotten maxed excitement, but then also lost it all because she also lost. What is this BS in nominating the same people for multiple movies? Isn't there like a rule against that in the Oscars? Not that this has to follow the rules. Look at this. This is pure nepotism, cronyism, one of the two. I wish you shut up. That's not even good English. They can't even conjugate their sentences correctly. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, of course it's Ollie Pierce. He got 2 cracks at the whip. The heck? Poor Harry Fletcher. He had the game stacked against him. Although all these people working for Gerstein Brothers, I'm like, I don't really care about it. That one did seem to kind of like steal the show. 9.9. This one was a 9.9, 9.9. And that one won as a 7.3. Yeah. You won. Thank you for joining us. I don't even know why I came here. This was a waste of my time. Just gloating in my face. Yeah. No one received. Obviously, none of our people got awarded. We weren't even nominated. On a white rose. What is happening? Who are you? Sybil Riedler. Oh, she's a Nazi. The Nazis have appeared. Some Weisenheimer journalist ambushed me at the embassy today and asked, Frau Sybil, do you think about the boycott of Jewish stores and business, or what do you think about the boycott of Jewish stores and businesses in Germany? I was shocked. What has it to do with me? Am I organizing boycotts? I'm an actress. I've dedicated the last 20 years of my life to theater and cinema, and I came to America to build cultural bridges. I'm sure you feel the same too. You have dedicated your life to art. You don't let hysterical journalists get in your way. I'll follow your example, and we'll let the politicians deal with boycotts and all that nonsense. They understand it better. Although between you and me, sometimes it seems like their job is to set people against each other. But people of culture, like you and me, we can always find something to build a friendship on. And surely, the great cinematic powers of America and Germany must simply stick together. And let the beginning of that friendship be a film that we make together. I'm no use with all the production details, so I'll stick with what I'm good at. Playing the lead role. Germany will provide $1 million budget. All you have to do is arrange everything and listen for the applause from the adoring audience. Well, what do you say? Let's waste no time. I can't wait. And the audiences will like it. Lead role. I mean, I'm very curious to see what this is about. We get $1 million. We've obtained Sybil Riedler, who is actually a decent actress, bravely plunges into Hollywood life with all its dirt and intrigue and disappointment. A bold step for a woman willing to do anything for the Reich. Ah, she is a Nazi. Okay, so we've obtained a Nazi. That's fun. A villa without an owner. Can we put her in this movie? Russell Adams. I'll just shelve it for now. Here, Russell Adams, what are you do? What are you? You're a 4-star guy, so you could replace Jan Rose. Any dudes who are better? Baruch Wheeler, dude is expensive. Holy cow! You're a 6-star guy. Danny Fletcher, he's libidinous and hot-tempered. 7 stars. Carlos Stern, holy balls. Where are all these people coming from? They're coming out of the woodwork. Dude could be our second best writer. You're almost done. Or wait, you did finish. So you Russell Adams, you work on some research here. You got a 24% chance at it. What do we get? Oh, on a white horse. Hey, that's not a terrible movie. Maybe we'll put the Nazi in that one. Elmer's steam barreling along for 4 stars. It's a romance action in the American town, and there's a bandit and a romantic. All right, you know. This is good for... I think Philip Jenkins, you're gonna go by the wayside, my man. I'm gonna get more experience for Harry Ray here. It's a cheap film. There's not a lot of sets going on. Give him the best tools we have, and tell him to get on with his artistic vision. Dick Hansen. Honestly, this is kind of below your talent stick. I'm sorry. This is really a Vincent Rooks joint. And then we've got... You still got a lot of time. Give it to Tom. Thomas Harmon. Sybil, have at it. It's only one movie, so have fun. And then you can play opposite of Peter Lukowitz. Or maybe Ronnie Ward? Or Benjamin Rhodes. This is maybe more of a Benjamin Rhodes kind of thing. I'm like angling for a 5-star here. I don't want to like punch too hard. You gain an experience for this? I bet they only get experience if they find an element. What we got? Arthurian legend detective, comedy in a civil war with the knight, action Arthurian legend with the working man. Dude, this is weird. Oh, I have a great idea for a series like like themes in the movie. We're gonna call it the Bowman, and it's gonna be set action adventure historical. And it's gonna be like 25-25, and then 50 action. And it's Arthurian, and it's like Robin Hood is the idea here. So he's an outlaw, outcast, and he's against a corrupt official who's the king, of course. And then there's a damsel in distress, as always those movies had. I would love a shootout, but it doesn't really make sense. I want like an action sequence. Maybe there's a crime of necessity. That's exciting. And then winning the beloved at the end. And then we kill the bad man. Good enough. Elmer? Do we want to let Samuel? Well, you're both 4-star people. Let's have Elmer take a crack at it, and then let's have Samuel just take a crack at something we've already got. The road to the horizon. That is where all roads lead. And back to Rome. Dude, what? This movie is amazing. Do I just I've undershot what it is capable of just on its own. That's insane. Do I run it back? So apparently. Holy cow, there's not even theaters to rent. I'm like afraid to just keep eating money at it, but I suppose. Let's I feel like I've undershot what it's capable of. I don't even know. How do you tell? We'll run it. Let's go for like 4,000 theaters maybe? Until it starts losing money? I don't know, man. 3,200? I guess. It's been running for 12 weeks at this point. I don't know what to do. It's so long. How do you tell if a movie's like losing steam or not? I guess it's when people stop going to the theater. Jan Rose, you disappoint me again. All right, hold on. Jan Rose is maxed out. Russell Adams is working on passing him up. I honestly feel like I should fire Jan Rose because there's better writers, or better writers with better potential anyway. So I'm just kind of wasting time with Jan Rose. There's also a guy who's just straight up better. There's 2 of them, in fact. I think we gotta grab Carlos Stern, man. Carlos Stern, you're in. Jan Rose, I'm sorry, you've done good work. You're an action writer. You're out. And for this reason, I'm out. Carlos Stern, welcome aboard, young man. This is never going to see the light of day, but I just want you to start practicing writing. Get you some experience. Can you put a writer in the actor school, or whatever it's called? The film school? You can! Well, I'll be. I know what we're putting one of our boys at least. Wait a minute. Did I do this on purpose? Why is it so I can't remember filling this one out, but holy cow, we've been vastly undershooting what our films are capable of performing. Unfortunately, there's no theaters available. I think we just end the distribution. I think that one I just like deprioritized because it was coming in the wake of the Stooges movie, and I was like, we might as well just let it, you know, let it die. But it still performed pretty well. We're up to $6 million. We're unstoppable. All right, we've got 5 writers writing. You guys are working on themes. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna pause here, and we will come back next time with more, the Grand Istanbul Hotel, basically, and then Dungeons and Dragons shortly thereafter. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!